Ever dealt with a parasitic draw that would kick your butt? Yeah, this one did for me. Over a 2 amp draw. Finally found it on this one. Let's go check it out because you're not going to believe what's causing it. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So 2009 Honda Odyssey van. Yeah, 3.25 amps right now. Insane. That's a ton of amperage. I kind of have already been farting around with it and figured out what it is. So I'm just going to go show you. There was no real diagnosis in this, but I will take a minute to talk about the power probe. It's not a paid video, but some of you have asked, you know, once you learn how to use it, let us know. I mean, it's the most simple thing in the world to use. Basically, battery's disconnected, and this powers the car and lets you know what type of amperage you have. That's what you do. You put it on smart output, and so like right here, it's not doing anything. You put it on smart output, and it pops up, and it'll tell you your amperage draw. Now, the vehicle still needs to go asleep a little bit. This will drop down to about 2.4 or 2.7 amps, and it will stay there. It's got a Bluetooth option that you can link it to a bigger screen to monitor it. And you can put it in graph mode here, which you could really barely see at all. But I prefer this because, I mean, that's what it's for. You've got different things you can set up here. So this top one is for like to set the screen off. You can set your minimum amount or a maximum amount of milliamps. I'm not sure what that one's for. Oh, it's nothing. It doesn't even let me choose it. So whatever. I don't think it's that hard of a tool to use, but it works good. And instead of having my multimeter up here, which sometimes, you know, is a pain in the ass, but now I do have a Power Probe multimeter, which is a freaking monster, and it's kind of a neat tool. But anyway, let's get back. Sorry to interrupt your video, but I just wanted to let you know that a lot of you ask where I get a lot of my tools from, especially some of the smaller oddball tools like my testers or that little mini scope. Well, there used to be some links down in the description. I don't have that anymore. We now have an Amazon storefront. So if you're interested in some of the tools we use on the channel, go over to that storefront, check some of that stuff out. I really appreciate it. We do make a little percentage on that. We're talking pennies on the dollar here, but just want you aware. So if you're interested, go check it out. Enjoy the rest of the video. Let's get back to our diagnosis here. The other day I was in here, I went through every single fuse in the car. Draw testing across the fuses. So obviously most of you know how to do that. Just you're testing across the fuse into both pins with a multimeter to see if you have a voltage drop. Nothing in here or in the other panel. So I started going after the big ones here with these 8mm screws, and let me show you what happened. So which one is it? I think it's this one here. But I went through all of them. This one, this main fuse, so these two main fuses, nothing whatsoever, didn't change. This one here, nothing changed. This one, which goes directly to our alternator, made my draw go away. There's nothing else in line with this at all. Ooh, someone just walked by, scared me. Let me get that like pried up out of the way there. Let's see if that's enough to get it to disappear. Yep. There you go. Now I'll go and put that bolt back in. I just dropped it. Son of a monkey's uncle. Got it. Why, bro? Why? Fuck. I dropped it somewhere. Son of a... Freaking A, bro. Haha, found it. Okay, after I'm done being stupid here, let's plug that back in. Now that doesn't go to anything else. I have unplugged the control side of the alternator and it didn't go away. So it's got to be in the diode or something. So there you go. Back to 3.3 amps. So this alternator sucks. I've never come across it before. Never once have I seen an alternator do that. I've heard stories about it in 20 freaking years, but I just have never run across it. So that's crazy. It's a first for me. One of those other things that being mobile and getting to see every single vehicle you work on, or getting to see every single vehicle that comes in versus like working at a dealer or working in a shop where you've got 10 guys and all this other stuff, and sometimes you just don't come across it. And the shops I used to work for, they never were such good shops that we had wild diagnostic jobs. Here where I live, we don't get wild diagnostic jobs that much. We usually get simple things like, oh, your radio is causing it, you know, something stupid. But first time for an alternator. So I do have the alternator. We're going to go ahead and get it replaced, and then we'll double check it here at the end. So I'll bring you back in a few minutes to show you that. I do have a power steering line I got to replace on this as well. So we got a couple jobs we got to do. So I'm going to get that done, and I'll bring you back to show you that we're all said and done, that the draw is gone. At least I hope. All right, we're back together. I still got tools laying everywhere, but new alternator's in. You can't really see it because it's a black alternator. Let me get a flashlight real quick. This is in my pocket. I'm fighting with it. So new alternator's right there. All of our stuff's hooked back up. Battery's disconnected. It's been hooked up for a few minutes now. Oh, I just freaking leaned on the damn door lock. Son of a monkey's uncle, and now everything's back awake. Yep, sometimes I'm a fucking genius. Connected. It's been sitting for about 15 minutes now, and there you go, 17 milliamps. I tested it before, but I leaned on the door lock and made the car come alive, so I had to wait to show it to you for the second time. But anyway, other than that, that was it. Our draw was the alternator, and I'm pretty stoked that it's fixed. That way we can move on and not have to worry about this. Yeah, that's really about it. So don't forget, if you're not following, follow me here and over on TikTok. We give you full transparency on our company and our business and everything that we do, what we make, what it costs us to run the company. And we help motivate and strive to get you out going and start your own mobile automotive journey. So if that interests you, follow along. We do full ride-alongs, diagnostic videos, but centered around mainly helping you start your mobile automotive journey. So we'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.